All right, so today we're going deep on persimmons.
Ooh, persimmons.
We've had some listener questions about them, especially like with cholesterol and even cancer.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I think we can cover that for sure with this NetMeds article I found.
Let's dive into that.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty,
Okay.
can you just kind of paint a picture,
Yes.
for people who haven't had a persimmon or just don't really know much about them?
Sure. So imagine a fruit that looks a little bit like a tomato,
Okay.
sometimes smooth, sometimes a little glossy.
Okay.
Depending on the variety, the color can vary quite a bit.
Yeah.
From pale yellow-orange to really vibrant, almost like jewel-toned red.
Wow.
And then when we get to taste, this is where things get interesting.
Okay.
So there's two main types, astringent and non-astringent.
Okay.
Now, astringent, when unripe, they have this mouth-drying, almost puckery quality.
I've heard of that.
And that's because of tannins.
Okay.
Non-astringent varieties are sweet, almost honey-like in flavor and texture. Yeah, and then geographically, they grow all over Asia,
Yeah?
the Mediterranean, even parts of the U.S.
That's so cool. I honestly, I feel like I've seen them more and more
Yeah,
in stores around here.
you probably have.
Okay, so now this NetMeds article talks about a ton of great nutrients in persimmons.
Yes.
What are some of the things that stand out to you?
They're packed with vitamins A and C,
Okay.
and those are both potent antioxidants.
Yeah, we hear about those all the time.
We do.
But what are they really doing?
They're neutralizing these harmful free radicals in our bodies.
Okay.
And those are unstable molecules that can damage our cells and contribute to aging and just various diseases.
Wow.
Then there's fiber,
Yes.
which is so important for digestion. We'll get into the specifics of how that works in a bit.
Okay.
And then we can't forget manganese.
Manganese.
Yeah, it's essential for bone health.
Okay.
It also plays a role in how our bodies process carbohydrates and fats.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to ask you about the cholesterol connection because I know that was something you were really interested in with persimmons.
Yeah.
So how can they help?
It's all about the type of fiber,
Okay.
specifically soluble fiber.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a type called pectin.
Okay.
So picture this. When you eat a persimmon,
Okay.
that soluble fiber, it goes to your gut.
Okay.
And instead of being absorbed, it attracts water and forms this gel-like substance.
Oh, wow.
And that gel binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract.
Okay.
So it prevents it from being absorbed into your bloodstream,
Okay.
and instead it helps flush it out of your system.
So it's like binding to it and taking it out.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, this is particularly beneficial for lowering LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol,
Right.
which can build up in your arteries and increase your risk of heart disease.
Right. So it's not like it's getting rid of all cholesterol, right?
Yeah,
Because our bodies need some.
exactly. We need some cholesterol.
It's more about that balance.
Yes, maintaining a healthy balance.
Okay. So we talked about cholesterol.
Yes. What about cancer?
Right. This is important.
Yeah.
We know that persimmons have these fantastic antioxidants.
Mm-hmm.
And antioxidants in general protect our cells from damage that can lead to various health problems, including cancer.
Okay.
But it's super important to remember that there's no conclusive scientific evidence to link persimmon consumption directly to cancer prevention or treatment.
Okay.
Like some studies have shown promising results in lab settings,
Okay.
but more research is needed to understand the relationship between diet and cancer in humans.
Right, because there are so many factors
Exactly.
with something like cancer.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that it can help in a lab, but then when you look at a whole human,
Right. It's much more complex.
so much more going on.
Yeah.
So while we're enjoying persimmons as part of a balanced diet, I love that.
Yes.
We have to be realistic about its role in such a complex disease.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we talked about cholesterol, we talked about cancer.
Yes.
What other benefits are in this article? Well, as we talked about, fiber is a superstar when it comes to digestion.
Yes.
And persimmons are an excellent source of it.
Okay.
That fiber adds bulk to your stool,
Okay.
helps to keep everything moving smoothly through your digestive tract,
Keep things moving.
prevents constipation.
Okay.
And I've even heard anecdotally from people that struggle with digestive issues
Mm-hmm.
that adding persimmons to their diet made a noticeable difference.
That's so interesting how something as simple as adding a fruit can help with digestion.
It is.
Like it's just a fruit.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It really is.
What else?
So we talked about vitamins A and C earlier,
Okay.
but it's worth emphasizing their contribution to immune function.
Okay.
They're like little defenders supporting our body's ability to fight off infection and stay healthy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Little defenders.
And the benefits don't stop there.
Okay.
Persimmons are also a good source of potassium.
Oh, wow.
It's an electrolyte that plays a role in maintaining healthy blood pressure.
Sure.
Yes, super important for heart health.
Mm-hmm.
And if we look specifically at vitamin A, it's a key nutrient for vision health,
Really?
particularly for preventing age-related macular degeneration,
Wow.
which is a leading cause of vision loss.
I had no idea that persimmons could help with eye health.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
They're a pretty amazing fruit.
So, are there any downsides?
Well, it's always important to consider the whole picture.
Yes.
So while they're generally safe and healthy, persimmons do contain natural sugars.
Oh.
This doesn't mean you need to avoid them,
Right.
but if you're managing diabetes or watching your sugar intake,
Right.
it's worth being mindful of portion sizes
Mm-hmm.
and how they fit into your overall dietary plan.
Makes sense.
And remember those astringent varieties we talked about?
Yeah.
The tannins in unripe ones can cause digestive discomfort
Oh, right.
for some people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So a good rule of thumb,
Okay.
choose ripe, soft, non-astringent varieties,
Okay.
especially if you're trying persimmons for the first time.
So would you say the key takeaways here
Yes.
are that persimmons are a very nutrient-packed fruit
Yes.
with benefits for cholesterol,
Yes.
digestion,
Yeah.
immune function,
Yeah.
even vision and blood pressure.
That's right.
But as with any food, moderation is key.
Yes, always.
And more research is needed to really fully understand their role in complex conditions like cancer.
Exactly. And as always, it's best to consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized advice.
Yes, always good advice.
Especially if you have any specific health concerns or are considering making big dietary changes.
Definitely.
Hmm.
So, given all this new information about persimmons,
Yes.
what comes to mind when you think about incorporating them into your own diet?
Well, for me, it's about exploring the different varieties and preparations.
Okay.
Maybe trying a non-astringent fuyu persimmon sliced into a salad,
Oh, yeah.
or a hachia persimmon, the astringent kind, pureed into a delicious jam.
Well, that sounds good.
There are so many options.
I love that there are so many different creative ways to enjoy this unique fruit.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of persimmons.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time.
See ya.